there we go, this way. Wait. Alright. What the hell, why not? Yeah! I did it! Alright. Waiting for some of these things, more of these things to burst out. Hmm. Damn it. There we go. Alright, now shit is getting really spooky. There we go. Okay. Fantastic. We're catching up on this shit. Alright. Now... God, this smoky, gray, blurry kind of look is fantastic the first time you see it. It doesn't stay... It doesn't... It overstays its welcome just a little. However, I don't think it's that it's bad. It's just needs to, you know. Oh, hi! Alright. Come on, go down, you big bastard. There we go, fantastic. Oh, I could have gone to this and started it up before. Or I could have just started it up right then and there, which I prefer doing that. Alright.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
I love that little bit. And it's also fantastic knowing, oh god, we're gonna have to deal with the chainsaw. Alright, is there anything in here that I can grab? No. So, alright, we need to keep going this way then.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Oh shit. Oh, I thought it was an enemy. Alright, there's something nearby, because one of those little yellow arrows is around. But where, I'm not exactly sure. Let's see if there's something in the plane. I would laugh if there's some Energizer batteries just sitting in there. Alright. I can't walk up in there. I'm just gonna keep going. Like all, it just says there, so maybe up that way. There's no cave. There's no way across Escrow. It's probably just a couple extra flares and maybe some rifle ammo. I think we're good enough with the revolver that we should be okay. I do appreciate how they actually do a good job of making your main weapon, or at least like the workhorse weapon of the game, really pretty decent. Like, they could, I mean, they could have done something dumb and like, okay, let's give them military grade weapons, which is what most games would do. But it's all the guns in here are guns I can expect to see in a small rural community, and operate like guns you would see in a small rural community. He doesn't have a speed loader. He doesn't have a there we go. He's not operating it like a speed loader. He's just there we go. Checkpoint reached. And gun hunting rifle ammo. There we go. Alright. Alright, this is all starting to come back and starting to feel familiar. If I recall correctly, we're going to go into that one warehouse, lighthouse type. Or no, it's a mill of some kind. Go. Oh no! There we go. Desperation shot right to his face. All right. One thing in this game that doesn't look good is the water textures. Just something about it just doesn't. Yeah. Like, no games really have good water textures now that I think about them. Water is one of. Oh shit. Oh, okay. I somehow jumped into the water. So that's death number 2 in this game. Well. Okay. Don't jump quite so much. Just hop down and... Alright, it didn't fall over. Alright. There we go. I do like when something pops, it gets this, like, thermite kind of, like, fluorescent magnesium kind of explosion to it. I really appreciate that. It kind of gives credence to the idea that this darkness stuff is really volatile stuff.
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
I really appreciate that, because it lends credence to that that Bright Falls in this game, that I like that kind of thing where, like, everything in this town is just because the town is really weird. There we go. And what's this one?
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Ooh. Now, I gotta, like, that's the thing, I'm gonna sound dumb here. I can't remember, is crank supposed to be meth? If someone could answer that, that'd be great. I just can't remember if it's meth or if it's, crack. You know, what crank is. I'm pretty sure it's meth, but it could be PCP for all I know. I never hear crank used anymore as a slang term. Alright, there we go. I don't know why I was so concentrated on popping that one. I could have just avoided them both. The darkness wears her face. There we go. The darkness wears her face. Alright. Alright, is there anything in here? Well, more... Oh god, I keep forgetting I have the hunting rifle when I run into one of those big guys. Nope, nothing there. Oh hey, a manuscript page.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
Now the question is, and this is something that would have been answered if the game was its original plan of it being an open world adventure. Would the Taken be going around during the day and just act like maybe just really angry random individuals? Or would... Or would the Taken have walked through the, there we go. Now, would the Taken have, like, been normal everyday individuals during the day, or would they still be hostile just without the bulletproof nighttime powers? I like the idea that during the night, that's when the darkness, like, I call upon you, you know, type deal. But during the day, they're just random individuals. Perhaps, definitely going through the after effects of being possessed, but it could simply be stuff like, oh god, I have a really bad headache, or oh god, I suddenly became a degenerate alcoholic.
Talking is a hazardous occupation.
Oh, I really appreciate this look. There we go. Alright. That was a little bit harder than I expected, but definitely easier than easier than it could have been. There we go. Alright. Hiking trail. Motor vehicles prohibited, no littering.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on.
Okay.
I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least
All right.
I was out of the woods.
And then the chainsaw. No, the chainsaw already happened. Alright. Thought I saw a manuscript over here, so I'm gonna grab that. And then I'm definitely gonna get into that car and drive up there.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Alright. Everything's kosher in here. Oh, hey, hunting rifle ammo. Just what we needed. And... oh, hello.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
I like the idea that, with the smoke coming out of it, that whenever,
You can learn about the ancient and yourself.
skinny little shit. I love the implication that when those things come through, it destroys the TV. So I'm finding the idea that every time Alan goes past a certain area, just gonna run these guys down. No point in doing anything else. This actually reminds me of another game that took place in the northwest, that also was originally going to be planned to be a big open world adventure game, but they just couldn't do it. However, with them, it was because of incompetence. I'm referring to the people who made Ride to Hell Retribution. That game's such a train wreck. There we go. I had to figure it out how to drive and talk at the same time. But yeah, that game has a huge area that's set in an area just like this. But here's where they go wrong. The main flaw with Ride to Hell Retribution is it was Ride to Hell Retribution. That game is just a train wreck. Where are they coming from?
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
There we go. Fuck you, 44mm grenade launcher. I got a flare gun. Alright, there we go. I realize I'm not sprinting as much as I could be, but...
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, I get you.
Now, okay, in Gears of War, when they do the stop and talk thing, it's because they're loading in the next section. I'm curious if that's the case while they're doing it with this one.
Birds over the phone.
Like, if the reason... The darkness controls the Taken. Sorry about the Skype thing. Skype noise there, people.
Ow! Ow! I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Alright. Alright, sorry about that. Whatever, this episode's almost over, so... There we go. I'm trying to make him go away. Oh, you know what, fuck it. Ah, damn it. Ah, fuck. Alright, there we go. Alright, so are there more birds? Now they're gonna fly up over the house, I think. Yep. Just gotta keep a crosshair on that. Alright, come on. Come a little closer. Stop being so cowardly. Or do I have to wait for them? There we go. Alright then. There's gotta be one more left. Okay, now they're deciding to come out.
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
And they just fade away. They don't fly away. They just slowly disappear.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
All right, that's a pretty good ending. I'm not gonna lie
sent
there.
Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old
dear diner.
good girl.
And that's the end of that episode. That's the thing I'll say about this game. Like, even though I think the idea of an episodic game that where all the episodes are on one disc, I think that in general is a bad idea and kind of dumb. If all these episodes came individually, like say the Telltale Walking Dead series did, each one of those endings would be pretty strong, but they didn't come out that way. So, you know.
Previously on Alan.